It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now, on my end, the stream's still going. But on YouTube's end, the stream was not going. So I had to stop it and restart it. Again, this is getting old. I do not know what the dealio is with that, but it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. But it is a pain in the ass to have to continually restart my stream. Because YouTube decides to just not work. But anyway, I think that's all it's new. I don't know how much you heard about the visual storage because I don't know exactly when the stream stopped. But, you know, neither here nor there. Let me go put some of this stuff away, these arrows and stuff. I just got to remember, I don't need that. I just got to remember not to put specifically in there what I want to go in there. Ooh, I got some riot gauntlets. There you go, guys. I'll end up probably just grinding this up for resources. But for right now, we'll stick it here. Just to have a look, sir, at it. Because I'm going to use the AA grinder. Because it's smaller and makes no noise. But, yeah. So, I'll probably end up grinding that up for resources. But for right now, I'm going to stick it in here. It's really big. Anything else I need to put in there? No, I need to put the prime jerky in the fridge. Keep those on me. So this is where my silica pearls are. This is where my keratin is. This is where my hide is. Cement paste goes in this little bowl here in the visual storage. And then, of course, as we've already seen before, outdoors I have the fiber, rock, thatch, and wood. Need more rock. But, you know, I think the base looks good. I think I did a good job. I worked really hard on it. And it's how what I'd envisioned. Sort of a ranch. No gates. But still sort of, you know, semi-fenced. Just like before, YouTube just stopped broadcasting me. It said it was still broadcasting it on my end. It never said it stopped broadcasting, but it just stopped on YouTube's end, which that happened last week. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I got my breeders in here. I'm going to continue to breed the pyramanes. But you took me forever to get the red. But I'm glad I did. But I kept the blue. I'll show you what the blue looks like. But I just preferred the red. See how, you know. That's one color I got. See if I have any others. Then there's this purple one. So, you know, I gotta, but see how the markings really show through the blue? On the one I have, it's red, so that's what makes it pink. I have a purple with red markings underneath, which makes pink. Yay! But I kept all the colors because I'm like that. So you know, if I want a blue one, I can breed them. So much time. I did have these open to have sort of that Viking theme, even though it's not a thatch roof. I wanted everything to you know, match. But things kept getting underneath here, so I had to close it in. I had no choice. So, stupid YouTube, yeah. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I just don't know when it stops sometimes, because to me it says still streaming, but on YouTube it doesn't. So unless I notice. All right, let's put gauntlets in there. Oh, see the little wings flutter? We'll put the minigun turret in there. And the pelt in there. This is where I'm keeping trophies. And taming stuff. And if you're wondering why, you know, I'm sort of building up to try to tame that Giga over the hill. You know, I've got 7 metal gates. I've been crafting trank arrows. I've also got a ramshackle long neck and a regular long neck, and I have made up 310 tranquilizer darts. So I'm prepping to try to tame the Giga. But we'll see how it goes. I've never tamed a Giga. But, you know. And he's never around when I'm here, so. Or like last Monday night he rage quit on me. I don't know. He should be fine now that he's got a Drakeling. It should keep him alive. And everything that I have, I've bred for him too, except he doesn't have the latest version of the Pyromane. He has the first run of the Pyromane, the first good run I had of the Pyromane. But anyway, neither here nor there. But what I would like to do is get some wyvern eggs. And I've located some nests throughout the map. Ice wyverns, not fire wyverns. I don't know if I'm brave enough to go down in the fire wyvern pit yet. But you know, I think I can stay alive in the murder snow with a Drakeling, and I have a decent fur armor, plus your enduro stew and medical brews. So I think it can be done. Do I want to take my regular tames? Probably not. I'll probably change out to my spare people. And leave my good guys here. I have my expendables. That sounds terrible. I have a Griffin with stam, and then I have a Thyla with health, and I have a Spring Drake with health. And those are what I've been taking out. You know, stuff that I don't care. I don't care if they die. So I will keep Saint with me because I have unlimited Saints, but I guess if once I get attached to Saint. Murder Snow, Schmurder Snow. I think I'll be fine in the Murder Snow. These things are pretty OP. If you don't have one, I recommend you get one. But of course, you have to have the expansion. What is it? Lost City? Is that what it is? It's escaping me at the moment. I just been placking health in this. So I can stay alive. And keep me alive. I'll give us some food before I leave. A little something for the bell. Let's see if he throws off. Yep. I don't understand. You open up inventory and for the first time and they fly right off. Lost Island. Okay. It just totally escaped me there for a minute. Yeah, Lost Colony. That's what it is. I bought the expansion pack, so I have all the stuff for that. I haven't seen the little snow wolf yet that multiplies itself. It's a passive tame. I think it takes mutton. I'm not sure. I've never seen one, but they're supposed to be in the snow area. You have to figure out which one is the not clone, and you have to walk up to it sneaky like and passive feed it mutton, and that's how you tame it. And then it becomes like a companion pet, like the Armo Doggo. You can put it on companion, and it'll follow you around, and it won't permadie. And it has abilities. It can multiply itself, and it has some sort of ice thing it does. But like I said, I've never seen one myself, but I haven't been in the snow too much because I've been afraid I would die. But we're going to fly around today and see if we can find something good. Griffin! Should we have a backup Griffin? Just in case. I mean, I do have a whole thing full of Griffins. Just grab another one. And for the most part, if you haven't noticed, I use female animals, except for Saint, because I like the mane on the Pyromane. The females don't have the big fiery mane. They multiply up to 5. I know they multiply, but like I said, I've never had one, so, and I've never even seen one. But, you know. let's let the levels kick in. Any day now, the levels will kick in. And we'll put them in the stand. Maybe a little late. But mostly in the stand. Maybe a little backup in case shit happens. Stammy's got 21 levels as well. Okay. Stammy's not much of a fighter. I've noticed that these guys are not particularly. That's a 150. Not particularly great fighters, but I'm not breeding them to be fighters. I'm breeding them to fly my ass around in a speedily way. But you know, in a pinch. You know, they'll do their thing. They're not that fast on the ground. Okay. I wrote down some coordinates for possible nests. And I don't know what would be closest to moi. I know there's one over through here somewhere. I can't remember exactly. We'll just pick something. Where is the ice lake? Is this the ice lake? Asking for a friend. Somebody said something about the ice lake. I think that's where the little frozen wolves can be found, is near the ice lake, but I don't know where the ice lake is. Or is this the ice lake? I have no clue. The Rexes of the sky? They're pretty cool. I mean, I had the, I've never really messed with griffins per se. I had the owl griffins on, God, man, I swear my memory sucks so bad. It just really irks my butthole. Australis. Yes, Australis. Oh, look, it's spotted dogfish. Hardly ever see spotted dogfish, but there he is. Oh, God. But I've been busy. I got the base finished. I've been breeding. But, you know, 12 hours of my life making pyramanes. And I'm still want more mutations, but at least my interval between mating is super quick now, but gestation takes forever. It's still not like, it doesn't take as long as it normally would, but how is Spiny Dogfish today? Staying out of trouble? Creating trouble? Being the trouble? Let's see, waypoint. Let's just pick one at random. I don't know. And you know, we'll just scope things out. I've never done this before, so, you know. And I hope I wrote down the coordinates right. Had a tooth pulled. Yeah, I had one pulled once, and they didn't get it all. And and I'm stubborn, and I didn't want to go back to the dentist, so I dug the root out with my bare hand. There was so much blood. So, it hurt. But I have a high tolerance for pain, I guess. So, you just had to get in there and yank and work it back and forth. I eventually got it out. But it looked like a murder scene in my bathroom. So much blood. Gotta love it. All right. Well, I don't think anything is going to be particularly close, so we'll take a look-see. I mean, next on the list is Wyverns and the Giga. I do not know how many tranks it's going to take for the Giga, and I probably need your help, Spiny, when I try to get the Giga, if you're ever around. But, I got 300 and something trank darts. I wish I had a better gun, but I don't at the moment. Gotta watch out for the wyverns. Although, man, I tell you, I outran a wyvern with my griffin. Just, whoa! I could see the the wyvern's nose in the screen. Every time it flapped its wings, its head would come into, like, oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm just trying to lure the pyromanes over. I was trying to tame them here, and then I got the rabies from the megalania. This thing is never correct anymore. It says that's what it is, but if I go look in there, that's not what it will be. Is there megalania around? Will I get the rabies again? Trying to tame pyromanes and got rabies. I don't see any. Told you, I don't know what the dealio is, but it's never correct anymore. On a positive note, I can open up the desert drops now. I'm 83. What are we wadding? But, it's easy. When the rain comes, just come in here and find your pyromane and lure it out to where you want it to go. I didn't have to use a boat or anything. I just lured it out. It can't do any of the fire stuff in the rain. So I just lured it over to a safer area. Because, the Arthropura were an issue. I tried it one time, and Arthropura were everywhere, and I was like, well, yeah, they were spitting at me. I was like, let's just lure them someplace better, and I did. What, you? Oh. But, I tamed 3 pyromanes. And accidentally took a wrong turn and ended up aggroing the wyverns. Like, oh, yeah! I'm hot. Too hot, hot club. Let's see. These should cool me down a little bit. A little thirsty. And a little hungry. But, I need to do some research about the caves. I know there's one cave, all you have to do is fly through it. And in ASE, it was pitch black in there because I actually did that cave on ASE. Believe it or not, I did one cave in ASE, one, and ended up getting 2 artifacts on ASE. But it was pitch black in there, man, and I got lost. Oh, this is pretty. Aloes are everywhere. Last Sunday, before I could even do anything over there where you kept dying, I had to fight all the aloes. There's a whole pack of aloes over there. But if you watched back my stream, I tamed the griffin the easy way, per se. This is really pretty, though. You had picked a very dangerous spot. It does occasionally kick. I've been kicked myself. I got kicked that day as well while I was flying. The only time I've died other than from the element, I've never been killed by anything else. All right, let's see if a spring drakeling can keep you alive in the snow. So it's 31 degrees. We're still good. I haven't really messed around in the snow too much. Bad memories from ASE and almost dying in the snow. My shoulder cat died. Your shoulder cat? You had a shoulder cat? You mean your pyromane? Oh, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Oh, aren't those gorgeous? They're low levels. Well, I gave you a breeding pair of pyromanes. Although I have a new breed of them right now with a health mutation. They're the 221s out in my breeding bin. You know, let's see if we can find a nest. Oh man, it's on a cliff. How the hell are you supposed to get that? Now see, this would come in handy. Oh shit, I'm out of stamina. If, yeah, whatever. You wanna fight? We'll fight! If I can land and get some stamina, that'd be great. Will it eventually land? There we go. My health's fine. Yeah, they do. I check them every time before I log on. Griffin has a level. We're going to put them all in stam. Okay. Well, this Griffin just freaking... these are 50. Oh, 50 and 100, but we still need to get rid of that egg. Oh, there's 2 nests up there. Need somebody to lure the wyverns away. My dude's already healed. Woohoo! Knocked me right off. We're doing a tester. That's a level 50. It's hard to land there. But they're gorgeous colors. Go away. This is why I brought a spare griffin. I still have 9 more seconds. I'd like to get closer to the ground. Every time it runs out. Well, the nest is free at the moment. Die, bro. Woo! Well, that worked. Griffin number 2. Okay, that one's hard to get to, and they knock you off. So I'm not sure about that particular nest. I should have brought more griffins. I'm going to go back and get more griffins. I got a whole. I wasn't really worried about me dying, but I knew the animal probably would. And then we'll move on to another locale until we find a wyvern nest that is more easily accessible, that it can't knock you off of a cliff. The spring drakeling, man, between that and enduro stew, I don't think I'm gonna die. It's just the animals are. Because the spring drakelings, man, they replenish your health at a crazy rate. But man, you just swoop right down in the trench, man. If you can get an egg. Because wyverns and gigas, I'm hot. Wyvern gigas are next on the list. I'm gonna put on my Gucci gloves. They're not really Gucci. They're gilly, but you know, I thought it was funny. Get some stem. The aloe's like, I want to eat you. When I'm like, I know you're not. There's another fire cat. I almost named your Pyromane Fire Cat. But anything I give you, I generally always give you a breeding pair. I think there's where the trenchy trench is. We do need a Giga. Do, 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 do. It's like I'm only semi-crazy. You gotta risk it for the biscuit, but, you know, be smart about it. And then Ice Fox. Yeah, I haven't seen any yet. From what I understand, there's supposed to be... Oh, you are pretty. It's supposed to be near the ice lake. Oh. Hello. Hello, you. Oh. Next rain. I may come and get that one just for the colors. It's a pink Pyromane. And if you didn't hear earlier, the Pyromanes are easy to tame on this map. You just wait till the rain. I'm crazier than a fox. And then I set up a nice little area over here and bring in animals to feed it. And then I lure that bitch right over here. They lose aggro really quickly, so I have to keep going back. But, you know, I just brought them all the way around. It took a minute, but I got them over here and got them in the safe zone and prep for the tame. But I did actually find one in the Highlands. The first one I lured was in the Highlands here, and I'm like, why is there a Pyromane in the Highlands? But they were. I mean, technically it is, you know, close to the volcanic current, but they were over here. Chilling. I consider this the Highlands. But apparently you will occasionally find a Pyromane over here. There's also the Wyvern trench right there. So look at there. Ooh, that is a 170. That means there's a 170 egg in that trench. Are we up on our stem there, buddy? But I outfoxed a poison wyvern. Meow, meow. That's the first time I've ever been around an ice wyvern. I had no clue what they did, so science. Apparently they make you really slow. really need to try to get a pink pyramine. I spent forever getting the colors I have. Oh, and need to get a baryonyx or something, some sort of a animal. Ooh, there's a 150 Spino not far from where the griffin was. A Spino might be nice. Oh, land, little buddy. I am so heavy. I'm gonna leave some of my shit here. How much? What have I got in here? I got room in here. Oh, I hear a supply drop. That's why I got extra stuff in my inventory. I got an industrial grinder in a drop. Explosives. Need to make some more enduro stews. Those are the bomb diggity. I also got like a ton of medical brews in here. I made. Now that we have a bug repellent, that's what I was gonna put in here. Now that we have one of these. But this auto craft crap, I keep making stupid colors. Enduro stew. Can I make any? Like, say 10? For some reason, it will not craft all. Only 5 at a time. And then it won't craft all. I don't plan on I'll leave half of my arrows here. You know, you never know, you might come across something you want to tame. So we'll take some. But I got the metal gates for the Giga. I got 2 crossbows. And I got 2 guns and 310 tranquilizer darts made. I don't know how much it takes, but I think I might have to kill 1 Giga first before we can go for the other Giga. There's also a Giga out in the desert. I don't know what the level is. Grab some griffins, man. Oh, that's my Thyla. Not my main Thyla, because my main Thyla's name Mrs. Winterborn. Why, I don't know. I'm gonna give you a little bit of. I got more that I bred as well. Oop. Boop. Okay. Get you leveled up. They have to have a minimum of 2,000 stam. Okay, this one's got 10,000 health. Boop. How you doing, my friend? Seen it long ago, the gig out in the desert. I haven't been back there. I went out there once to get some polymer from the mantis, and I emptied my oil thing. But I really haven't been out there to tame anything since I got the Thylos. Yeah, I love this little structure gun, man. If I put something in the wrong place, boop, I just pick it right back up. Guess I really don't need my sickle. Throw it in there. I guess I don't need that either. Or my whip. Make me lighter. Faster on the foot. Will I ever leave my chibi here? Because the last time my chibi didn't come through. I don't know why. I like my raptor chibi. Now, if I can remember how to put it in a box. In there. Okay. How you doing, my dude? Okay. Three backup griffins. Okay, let's see. They're supposed to do another nest. Is at 33.6. 68.8. See where this is at. Oh, that's like way in here. Okay, I'm gonna put a couple more in here. I have several, but I'm just gonna pick a few. Did I put that in right? Yes. I'm gonna do one more. 44.4. $51. All right. That one is fairly close to the edge. This one is closer, but I'm sure that is right in the murder snow, but you know, that is weird looking. You know what we should do? We should go teabag Spiny. Yeah, right in his bed. Teabag him right in his bed. I picked out this bed for you. I was going to let you make your own bed and, you know, pick one that you liked, but you never did, so I picked one for you. Your area was all empty, and it was just disturbing. Yeah, teabagging's loving. It is thank you in Dead by Daylight, and also an insult. It's confusing. It's like, are you teabagging me, or are you saying, you know, positive things toward me? I'm not sure. Okay. Let's take that off. That one's not too far away. Why won't 6 go away? 6 is taunting me. Let's take 2 off. 2 is right on a dang cliff. There has to be a nest that is more in a better spot, per se. First time I got that supply drop, I was a little nervous. I'm like, how the hell am I going to get out of here? That is a boosted one. But it's not very deep. I'll take the meat. Maybe that. Behemoth gates are expensive, and I'm going to need them for the water pen. On my stream last night, I accidentally hit the mute button, and I don't know when I hit it, and I didn't notice it, and I don't know how long I was muted on my stream last night. I could have been muted the entire time. I don't even know. But you know, I went on a killing spree as a murderer. There's that. I normally don't do killer, but they have quests, and I done all the survivor quests, but I still needed a couple more quests in my bucket. I still need one more quest, and all that's left is killer quest. Paying killer makes me nauseous, but I did it for 2 rounds. The first round, I just straight up murdered everybody. I got on a bloodlust, but the second one, I tried to let them go, and they wouldn't leave. And they all ended up being stabbed by the entity in it, and I got a 4K. I didn't understand that one. All right, let's scope out this spot. This is not too far from the base. It's negative 21 degrees here. I guess this is what's considered the murder snow. Oh, I forgot to turn the parachute on this dude. I don't see anything. Did I do it wrong? Maybe I wrote it down wrong. No, this looks right. I remember the log. There's just no one here. Oh, wait, there is. It's hard to see. Land, bitch. I don't see any wyverns. My health is still fine. I got a wyvern egg. A 95. And there was no wyverns there. I'll take this and drop this off at the base. What is it, a male or a female? Oh, I can't tell. I didn't look beforehand. I should have looked when it was in the nest. I just saw it was a 95. I didn't pay attention to the to whether it was a male or female. Hello. I'm not sure how to... Hasum? I probably butchered that. Apologize. A whole lot of flying. That's not a terribly long flight. That's a fairly close nest. You get that all the time. I'll just call you H. How about that? Alrighty. Boop. I'm going to stick this in here for safekeeping. I have a ton of fire mains in here. There's a bunch of 221s in here if you want to get a 221 spiny. That one's a 223, but it has a food mutation, so yeah. Okay, put that in there. Do you know that you can use buffalo milk in place of wyvern milk when growing a wyvern? You can milk the buffaloes if you're breeding them. A home tour. That's my breeding area. And I got a little greenhouse, and this is the main base. Got a little work area and storage, and then private areas upstairs. I worked hard on it. Yeah, I need to put that on. Let's see. Enable slow fall. And then I got a little deck out here and a little dock. So, yeah. I spent a long time building this base. Let's see if it works now. Yay! Yeah, it works. And I worked forever on this fence because I wanted it to look a certain way, and it does. I wanted it to kind of lean in a little bit because this is a Viking nest, but it's also got a hint of a church. So I also brought that in here to where this looks ranchish, Vikingish, but it also has sort of a churchy vibe. So, yeah. But I wanted it open, and it is. There's not much to fear here. The only problem is the buffaloes. And I've only had one issue with them at the base. But since I put the fence up, I haven't any problems with them. They sort of mind their own business now. But, yep. I spent many days on this base. And everything is plumb. Because I built everything off of each other. So everything's square. Because that always bothered me in some of my other bases. But nah. Everything is based off each other. So everything is square. Except for this. Because I just had to place that. But everything else. Because I wasn't having it. My OCD wasn't having it. I wonder if that nest will reset itself and like have another egg in it. I mean, I didn't even lose any health at all. And in the murder snow. Spring drakelings and enduro stew. Get a little drink of water. But you know, did that? Oh, that's funny. I was like, did the bird move? You're taking Pinky with all your stuff in it? Spunny dog? Any advice for life? Don't make rash decisions. Let's go see if and don't overspend. And always try to put money in savings. Even if it's just a little bit. Even if it's just a couple of dollars. I always save for a rainy day. Because rainy day shall come. Now, see, this is the piece of advice I give Spiny Dogfish. Okay, I'm just going to go check and see if this nest is respawned. It probably hasn't, but I could check on the gigas real quick. Grab some enduro stew, just in case. There it is. I think, Spiny Dogfish, that if we put gates down here and then lure it in and then put gates behind it and sort of like trap it in here, that might work. This one is a 20, but it's got 80,000 health. I'm not sure if trying to tame that will aggro this, or I was thinking that maybe we'd get this one trapped in here. I don't know how good, if he could climb out or not. But, I mean, put some metal gates there, get it in, and put some metal gates behind it. There's also medical brews in there if you want them, but as long as you have the spring drakeling, it should heal you pretty quick. But enduro stew is it's always good at keeping you alive. I swear by enduro stew. Could have make some death runs in the fire trench. That might be fun. Naked and afraid, man. Look, my health's not even dropping. Okay, I'm gonna land over here and get full stamina. I still don't see anything. It does take them a minute to regain stamina. This nest is hard to see. Super hard. Nope. That's where it was, I'm pretty sure. It's right here. This was an easy one to get. Okay. Where is a frozen lake at? I just... Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's a spring drakeling. I thought it was one of those little foxes. I almost got excited. It is 32 degrees below zero. And my health is just fine. Okay, where is the next nest at? Let's do waypoint 7. We could get a nice breeding pair of wyverns. Yeah, that would be stellar. Let's take 3 off. Just watch your health. But I'm not having any problems at all. And my Duro Stew is run out. And still, health's just fine. And it's night. And when I tried to tame the griffins, I did not use anything to get them in the trap other than I did it on foot. I got them over there and then cryopotted and then did it on foot, lured them in there on foot, and then walked right out of the trap. All right, we are getting close. Let's stop for some stam. Alright, let's go see if there's any wyverns over here. I do not see any here. Alright, moving on to the next one. There was one that I saw that I could see. Oh, I see some wyverns, a 55, and I can't say what the other, a 25. We might can kill them. I don't know. I have a bunch of griffins on me. You probably don't. I will lure them away. And you see if there's an egg up there. If my griffin dies, I have 3 more on me. Okay. Going in! You see if you see a nest anywhere. I'm gonna fight them! Ooh, another one's come in. I almost got the 25 dead. I don't know whether you don't see anything. Okay. Well, my dude's gonna die here in a minute. Ooh, bam. Okay. Oh, you stupid being passive. I might die. I do not know where my my griffin went. I have no clue. Fine, I'm gonna put him on attack. Aggressive! Neutral, whatever. Yep. I figured I would die! I'm the bait. Somebody's got to be the bait, and I knew I had backup. Well, there's so many. Mistress Maven's my bed. Oh, there's so many beds, and I have a bunch.